Hey guys, let's tell a little story. See, 14 years and 15 weeks ago today, an underground rapper decided to change his name from K-Dot to Kendrick Lamar, and he dropped a song where he rapped,
She listening to Drake, and all I can say, damn, these niggas that much better than me.
He was talking about another aspiring rapper by the name of Drake. Now, 2 years later, in 2011, Drake would hear Kendrick's album Section 80, and he thought it was so amazing that he wanted to get Kendrick on a song with another aspiring artist named The Weeknd. The world would never hear that song, but Kendrick would make his way to Drake's side of the world on June 16, 2011, where he did a show in Toronto. They had a long conversation about the lifestyle that comes with fame and how you can get buried in the power and pleasure that comes with being a famous rapper. Kendrick would make a song about everything he learned from Drake, and on it he said,
"Blame it on Mr. OVOXO, the reason that I'm breathing all this vanity I know."
He also shared some advice Drake gave him on how to handle fame.
He said you belong to the people when you're outside. So dig a shovel full of money, full of power, full of fame, and bury yourself alive. Then I'd die.
Then Kendrick spoke about the record.
Like, damn, this next level that I'm going to, will I get caught up in the lifestyle and would that make me or break me? And that was what the whole record was about when I did the interlude.
Now, that song would end up being on Drake's album Take Care, so Drake returned the favor by giving Kendrick a feature on his debut studio album Good Kid, Mad City.
I really hope you play this, cause oh girl, you test my patience.
Drake loved Kendrick so much that he brought him and A$AP Rocky on his tour in 2012.
This is my brother A$AP Rocky. This is my brother Kendrick Lamar.
Shout out to Drake, shout out to Tristan.
The three tour mates would make a song together in 2013.
Bring your girls to the crib, maybe we can solve it. Yeah, oh, this the finale.
Drake loved Kendrick so much, so he got on stage with J. Cole and said this.
I want to shout out Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick was on my album. We went on tour together. That's one of the hardest niggas alive right there.
But Kendrick returned all this love with a little bit of laughter.
You touring with Drake. Yeah. I was like, that's dope, that's dope. And I was like, well, I hope he doesn't hang with Drake too hard because...
And see, this is where it all goes downhill, because later in 2013, Kendrick said,
Drake, Big Sean, J. Electron, Tyler McMillan, I got love for you all, but I'm trying to murder you niggas.
And Drake didn't like this very much, because he said,
I don't know, it just wasn't real to me. I saw him after that, and it was just like love. Because those were harsh words, right? So it's like, you can't just say that and then see me and be like, yeah, man, what's up?
And as far as Kendrick goes, like, I can't wait to see what he does, because consistency it's been one album. Consistency is like, you need more than one album, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's time to show and prove.
Then Drake said,
I don't know why they been lying, but your shit is not that inspiring.
Oh, and he also said,
Took niggas out the hood like I'm from there, so you know it's all good when I come there. I hear you talk about your city like you run there, then I brought my tour to your city, you my son there.
Then Kendrick said,
And nothing been the same since they dropped Control and tucked the sense of the rapper back in his pajama clothes. Ha ha, joke's on you, high five. I'm bulletproof.
But by 2014, Kendrick kept laughing and he said there was no beef with the sensitive rapper.
People think your verse on J-Rock's Pay For It is that you're throwing more shots at Drake. Any truth to
goodness.
that?
Have y'all seen each other? Have y'all spoke at all? Oh my goodness, yeah, we spoke.
I saw you retweeted when Tiger wrote that Drake was fake.
No. I spoke, y'all squashed it, everything good. Yeah, it wasn't no issue from the jump. I can't see myself going bar for bar with Drake. You know, we're two different type of artists.
The Drake feud, or
look at them going. That's the people digging in way too far. That's
I think people want that.
Yeah, so bad, but they're reaching.
But you know what? Sure. But you know what's crazy? Because it's only you and Drake are lyrically the only ones that's like spitting crazy shit.
Yeah.
Where it wouldn't make sense if y'all would go at it.
Cole
Everybody
too.
else is
J. Cole too.
But then in 2015, the sensitive rapper went to Kendrick's neighborhood and said,
I would have all of your fans if I didn't go poppin', I stayed on some conscious shit.
Oh, and Kendrick also said,
But a rapper with a ghost rider, what the f*** happened?
He also said,
This dick ain't free.
So Drake flipped that in 2016 and said,
And like your boy from Compton said, you know this dick ain't free.
Then Drake talked about bringing Kendrick on tour in 2012.
When he told me take a R&B nigga on the road, and I told him no and drew for Kendrick and Rocky.
But by 2017, the boogeyman woke up and Kendrick said,
Tiptoeing around my name, nigga, you lame. And when I get at you, homie, don't you tell me you was just playing.
And then he dropped Damn, and Drake seemed a little bit scared at how well the boogeyman's record was selling. So he decided to play nice, and he said it's amazing to see our music moving, even though the boogeyman was selling more than the sensitive rapper. The sensitive rapper also said him, J. Cole, and the boogeyman should do a song together. Now remember that, because it's important very soon. But in the meantime, we're now in 2019, and Drake said this about the boogeyman.
Cole and Kendrick, I have a lot of respect for those guys because they also continue to, stay true to what we started with and finding new ways to do it.
Now, the boogeyman stayed silent, but he heard Drake loud and clear back in 2016 when Drake said,
Top 5, no debating. Top five, top five, top five.
Or in 2017 when Drake said,
No, I said top five, but I'm top two and I'm not two.
So by 2021, Kendrick said,
Smoking on your top five tonight.
Then in 2022, Drake responded.
Fake woke niggas fake geek. You ain't no fame for me. Gave your ass a little sneak peek. Now you gotta take a back seat.
And later that year, the sensitive rapper made a dance album and Kendrick thought it was funny.
Hey yo, Eric, bring them girls to the stage, cause somebody's getting paid.
So in 2023, he mocked it.
We gon' fuck up the world, excuse me, but is that your girl?
And later in 2023, Drake and J. Cole did a song where they said,
Love when they argue the hardest MC. Is it K-Dot, is it Aubrey or me? We the big three like we started a league.
And the Boogeyman didn't like this, so in 2024, he said,
Motherfuck the big three. Nigga, it's just big me.
So then Drake said,
I be with some bodyguards like Whitney. Top say drop, you better drop and give them 50.
So then Kendrick said, whoa, 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 buddy, let me warn you here.
If you take it there, I'm taking it further. Psst, that's something you don't want to do.
He also generously gave the sensitive rapper a second warning where he said,
Are you finally ready to play? Have you ever, let's see, have you ever thought that OVO is working for me?
But the sensitive rapper didn't care about these warnings. He decided to talk about that same woman who Kendrick said was listening to Drake back in 2009. Drake said,
I wanna know what Whitney need. I heard that one of them little kids might be day free.
And Kendrick really didn't like this, so 30 minutes later he said,
Your son's a sick man with sick thoughts. I think men like him should fly.
And the next day, the Boogeyman decided to officially unalive the sensitive rapper when he said,
The family matter and the truth for the matter. Here was God's plan to show y'all the liar.
And the day after that, the sensitive rapper said,
You thought you left D flat, D major.
And remember back in 2023, Drake and J. Cole said,
Big as the Super Bowl.
Well, now we're at the end of the story, where Kendrick laid the final nail in the coffin when he said,
My name's Kendrick Lamar, and I'll be performing at Super Bowl 59. You know it's only one opportunity to win a championship, no round twos.
Thank you guys very much for watching. If you stayed till now, then you earned yourself a little treat because there's a little tidbit of this story that flew under the radar, and that would be Mr. Jermaine Cole. See, Jermaine Cole and Kendrick Lamar were friends way before Drake ever came into the picture. J. Cole actually introduced Kendrick to Dr. Dre, who ended up signing Kendrick, and J. Cole and Kendrick were actually going to put an album out together at one point. Why we never got that album? Well, we'll never know. The two stopped collaborating as frequently in later years as they both garnered more and more success. But by 2013, we did get Kendrick doing a hook on J. Cole's album Born Sinner. DJ Khaled and Jeezy would get the two rappers together for some collaborative tracks, but we never heard the two make an effort to rap together ever again until 2015 when we got the Black Friday remixes. Everybody says Kendrick ripped J. Cole on that, so maybe J. Cole was a little scared to get back in the booth with Kendrick. But in the meantime, he sure did buddy up with Drake, and that's when he said, love when they argue the hardest MC, is it K-Dot, Aubrey, or me? We're the big three, like we started a league. And then when Kendrick said, mother F, the big three is just big me, J. Cole was actually the first one to pop out first and shot Kendrick Lamar down on his diss track 7 Minute Drill. Now what happened to that record? Well, you'll have to wait till the next video to find out.